Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the franchise. And today, we're in episode number 7 of our Houston Rockets franchise. And last episode, in episode number 6, we went over the end of month recap for the month of November. Went over stats, standings, and things like that. Today, we're going to have only one game in December. It's against the Toronto Raptors. This was the most intriguing game for me. Of course, December is not as heavy anymore with games due to the fact of the NBA Cup, which of course did finish already. Boston did actually get the win against the Dallas Mavericks, and I believe that can be a possible another NBA Finals matchup like it was last year with the Boston Celtics. My Celtics did winning the championship. Celtics, of course, my favorite team in the NBA. But today we got Toronto Raptors. They're actually playing really well this year. 18-10 record. They're in the state of rebuilding, but I feel like they've got a really good team. They're going to put on the court today. As we're away today, we're 14-13 playing against the 18-10 Toronto Raptors. Of course, our starting lineup is actually going to feature Reed Sheppard, who has actually stepped up his game as our rookie point guard. We've got Fred VanVleet, who's actually tired in this game. We're going to give Reed Sheppard the start. But as you see, the rookie leaderboard for Rookie of the Year, Reed Sheppard was not even ranked at the beginning of the season, and now he's number 2, behind definitely the consensus number 1 pick, if they did do the draft, and Risker. But Reed Sheppard gets the start today. Amen Thompson, Jalen Green's going to get a rest today as well. And let's get started in today's action. Toronto's going to start with the ball here. Scotty Barnes has been having an amazing season for this Toronto team. As he's going to spot up for 3, he's going to knock it down. Toronto has a 4-0 lead here to start the game. But here comes Cam Whitmore. He's had an outstanding season here for our Houston Rockets as well. And look at the assist from Cam Whitmore over to Jabari Smith Jr. dunking over the defensive mastermind in the paint of Jakob Poeltl. Down low into to Reed Sheppard. Inside, gets it done there. Beautiful move right there by Reed Sheppard. 6-6 game now. Scotty Barnes bringing it down the court. He's going to get the 2 points there to go, and that's going to cause Houston to call a timeout. Toronto on top, 8-6. There on the first, Scotty Barnes. Scott's up for 2. Whitmore should have played better defense there. Tried to go for the rebound. No need to, as it finds the bottom of the bucket there. 14-10, under 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Emmanuel quickly having an outstanding season here in Toronto. Another 3 for Toronto. Toronto's on top, 17-12. Houston's got to play better defensively. Scotty Barnes already has 13 here in the first quarter. It's ridiculous. As Jalen Green drives in. He's coming off the bench, kicks over to Reed Sheppard for 3. He's going to knock it down. Gets the friendly roll there, but assists to Jalen Green, making it a 19-15 game. Later on in the first, 26-17, Ochai Agbaji handing it off to Bruce Brown. Good bounce pass there. Bruce Brown driving in on Jalen Green. Gets past Jalen Green. Not sure where Jalen Green thought he was going, but it was definitely not there. 28-17. 30-19 now. We got Nate Hinton getting into the game. He's going to get his first 2 points pretty much of the season there on that shot. He got the bump up, especially with Dylan Brooks now mainly just being on the bench. We haven't really needed him. As Steven Adams gets called for the foul there. Rough foul on Scotty Barnes, but Barnes does get the end one attempt here. Beautiful move by Scotty Barnes, taking all the contact from the much bigger, much stronger center in Steven Adams. Beautiful move there. Here's Bruce Brown here. Right on the court. He's going to get his pocket picked by Fred VanVleet, getting it up to Jalen Green for the right-hand dunk. Finish 36-25. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Scotty Barnes. He's guarding. He's trying to ISO against Cam Whitmore. He gets it done. Scotty Barnes, a really good offensive player, as he uses his strength against Cam Whitmore. But Tari Eason is actually called for the foul. Reached over the back of Scotty Barnes to try to block the shot. And Barnes will actually miss his first free throw. His first miss of the game, actually. He's going to eye it up for 2 and gets the second one to go. He's on fire. He's got like almost 20 points here in the first quarter. Cam Whitmore throwing it up to Fred VanVleet for 3 at the end of the quarter. No good. As the Toronto Raptors are up on our Houston Rockets 37-25. To close the first quarter, Houston's got to step up defensively. Scotty Barnes is definitely the problem for us defensively already. Looking at the stats, Jalen Green finishes with 7. Reed Sheppard had 7 with that 3-point bucket assist from Jalen Green. Sengun, Amen Thompson, all guys that need to step up here. Jabari Smith actually played solid, did have the 1 block in the first quarter as well. Let's go to the second quarter of action as we will see Toronto start with the ball here. 37-27 game now. Bruce Brown bringing it down the court. Brown looking, throwing it up to Ochai Agbaji, who's backing down Tari Eason, who gets the block. Beautiful block by Tari there. Fred VanVleet bringing it down the court here. VanVleet has been playing more of a bench role of late, but he's been producing from that shot as Tari Eason gives the assist to Fred VanVleet. 37-33. Scotty Barnes, what are we doing, Cam Whitmore? As defensively, he's just become a liability against Scotty Barnes. I was not happy with that drive by Scotty as he just blew past Cam. Jalen Green calling for a screen from Alfred Sengun, and Jalen Green gives it up to Chris Boucher as Bruce Brown brings it up the court. VanVleet back in transition defensively. He's going to reach in on Bruce Brown just to stop the forward progress of this Raptors team in offense right now. Chris Boucher inbounding ahead, gets it over to Scotty Barnes. Dylan Brooks overran it completely. Not what you want to see from this defense. And I believe Steven Adams actually got hurt on that play. He got hurt in this game. I believe it was before Alfred Sengun got in here. So Jock Lando is actually going to get some playing time in this game today. Jabari Smith's playing pretty tight defense on Scotty Barnes. He kicks it outside to Bruce Brown. 6.5 left here in the half. Bruce Brown going all the way around town to Jakob Poeltl with the assist from Bruce Brown. Beautiful connection between those two, especially down low in the post. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Fred VanVleet got 4 assists so far off the bench. Gets a screen from Jock Lando, kicks it over to Tari Eason behind the 3-point line. Get over to Jabari Smith. Smith much faster than Chris Boucher. Beautiful move. Jakob Poeltl, I thought he blocked it at first. A beautiful move by Jabari Smith Jr. And toward the end of the second quarter, actually, Houston did go on a run. But look at the steal by Alfred. They tried to lob it up to Jakob. Tried to cherry pick. No dice there. Reed Sheppard over to Cam Whitmore. Over to Sengun. Back to Cam Whitmore. Getting a screen. Got a good screen on Scotty Barnes. And Houston takes the lead here. 58-57. About a minute left here in the second quarter. Houston on top 60-57. 30 seconds left in the half. Here is Emmanuel quickly kicking outside to Scotty Barnes for 3. Of course he's going to knock it down. There was no defensive closeout there by Cam Whitmore. He reacted way too late to that shot. And it shows here's Cam Whitmore driving in on Scotty. Whitmore kicking it down low to Dylan Brooks, who botches the layup. Not what you were looking for. We go into the half tied up with Toronto 62-62. Toronto, of course, the much better team here in the East. So us being toe-to-toe with them and tied up at the half, I'm impressed. That second quarter we played a lot better. But let's go into the sim stats here. We did lose against Philadelphia, 120-113 at the beginning of the month, actually. So not a good look for this Houston Rockets team here. 120-113. I did actually realize I forgot to put in the OKC game we had at the beginning of December. We did lose that game as well, so that's why our stats are not all lining up here. OKC 128-106. They did beat us. When we played them the first time, they were 9-0. When we played them, this second time we played them, they were 15-5. So they did lose 5 games, but they also won 4. So we went 4-5 in that stretch before they played us again. And then Houston got to win against Sacramento. That was the last game of the group stage, 131-119. We did beat Sacramento. Very good game from Jalen Green, 39 points. Jabari Smith had a great game, 12 rebounds for him. And Steven Adams, defensive mastermind, 12 steals and a block against the Sacramento Kings. Then the next game starts our winning streak, 2 games in a row. We beat Golden State 120-95 in San Francisco. Cam Whitmore, outstanding game, 35 points. Steven Adams, 11 boards. Fred VanVleet had 8. We also had lost Alfred Sengun. At this point, he had a collapsed lung in the game against Sacramento. So we started Steven Adams, which is why you're going to see his name a lot in these stats. Houston takes a win against the Clippers, 3-game win streak, 126-110. Jalen Green, 25. Steven Adams had 11. Jock Lando had 2 blocks. He came off the bench, and Steven Adams also had 2 in that game. So very good defensive low post game for us against the Clippers. Next game on docket, we take another win, 128-109 against the Pelicans, led by Zion Williamson, who had a great game. Reed Sheppard had a coming out party in this game. 31 points for the rookie. Steven Adams had 15 boards. Amen Thompson had 2 steals in this game. We couldn't do anything wrong against this Pelicans offense or defense. We just had our way with the Pelicans in this game. We got a 5-game winning streak as we beat the Denver Nuggets 115-132 on our home court. Reed Sheppard, another great game, 24. Sengun was actually back for this game. He had 16 boards. Next episode, we're going to go through the end of December recap, and I'm going to tell you guys what our goal is here with Sengun, because I'm thinking about trade-wise. I'm just kind of seeing how this team is playing, and I'm believing there's a couple moves we could make. But we'll get into that next episode. Houston has a win here, 124-102 against the Pelicans. That was a 6-game win streak. So going into this game against the Toronto Raptors, we're looking for win number 7, as we won the last 6 after we took a loss against OKC, and we lost against the 76ers. And we've won 6 straight. But looking here in the second quarter, Reed Sheppard had 6 points. Jalen Green's had 4. He did turn the ball over once. Sengun had 3. He did hit a 3, actually, which is where he got the 3 points from, so that was good. I forgot to show that. And then Jabari Smith had 4. Cam Whitmore had 8, actually. He had a much better offensive half or quarter in that stretch. In the second, let's start the second half of play. Cam Whitmore bringing it up the court here. He has scored all 8 of his points in the second quarter, and he's continuing here, driving it in with the right-hand finish, dunk, slam, tomahawk by Cam Whitmore. Beautiful play there by your Houston Rockets. Here's Reed Sheppard. Houston's up 66-63. Gotta hold the lead here as Reed Sheppard driving in, and he's gonna go vertical here with the 2-hand slam. 2 hands for safety, guys. 68-63. But later on in the third, Toronto's making a comeback. 73-70. Here is RJ Barrett getting fed by Scotty Barnes for the quick points there. 73-72. Houston's got to stay on top. 76-72. Now Houston's still in the lead. A little over halfway left here in the third quarter. Here's RJ Barrett over to Scotty Barnes. You can't leave him open. Another 3-point bomb for Scotty. He's up to 36 at this point in the game. He's playing, or 30 at this point in the game. He's playing outstanding. Tari Eason on the outside. He's got 5 kicks over to Jalen Green off the bench again. But Grady Dick really can't do anything as he gets the tip in, the offensive board and the tip in for himself. Beautiful move by Jalen Green there. Houston on top 80-79, but Toronto scores 4 or 5 straight. 84-80, looking for number 7 straight here is RJ Barrett. Bringing down the court over to Bruce Brown. Down low to Jakob. This is a mismatch. Amen Thompson cannot guard Jakob as it's clearly shown there. Not sure why Jock switched there, but he did. And Toronto takes the lead. 87-84, 3 minutes left here in the third quarter of action. Davion Mitchell over to RJ Barrett for 3. He's going to knock it down from the corner. And Toronto's starting to catch fire. 90-84. Now it's 90-87. Ochai Agbaji bringing it down the court. About a minute and a half left in the third quarter. RJ Barrett again for 3. He's going to knock it down again. 93-87. And it's tough sledding here for the Houston team. 95-84. Scotty Barnes throwing it up to Bruce Brown. We got 3 seconds left on the clock here. Bruce Brown for 2 is going to knock it down at the end of the quarter. 97-91. And that's going to be where the score stays here at the end of the third. Toronto went on a run there in the third quarter. Houston, 1 more quarter left. I believe in this team. I think Houston is played really well against this Toronto team. As in the third quarter, Jalen Green finishes with 10 points. Amen Thompson had 7, actually. But the turnovers hurt us. Tari Eason had 1. Fred VanVleet turned the ball over twice in the third quarter. Not a good look, especially as a backup point guard. You were our starter to start the season, but I'm really starting to think that Reed Sheppard's going to be the way to lead this team here. Start of the fourth now, Davion Mitchell guarded by Fred VanVleet over to Chris Boucher on the outside. Down to Bruce Brown. Jalen Green, good defense there, kicks it outside to Scotty Barnes. Eason's got to play tight defense on Barnes. Force him to drive, but he made him go to the right, which is his strong hand. And Scotty Barnes finishes it at the rim, 99-91. A miss here by Houston. Toronto up by 10. Scotty Barnes slowing it up, is guarded by Fred VanVleet. This is a mismatch for the ages as Scotty Barnes puts it up. 103-99. 46 for Barnes. We're looking for a 50 burger from Barnes here. 107 to 95. Barnes, again, with this time he's got to actually pass it off. Not sure. I mean, he could have taken that and just been greedy, but he did not. He's a team player. 109 to 95. He's a team player at FSU, too. Bruce Brown spot up for 2. He's going to miss it. Gets the offensive blast and the putback. Houston has been scoreless over the last 3 minutes. 119 to 98. Over to Cam Whitmore in the corner, getting a screen from Alfred Sengun. Cam Whitmore's finally going to end the scoring drought for Houston. But is it too little too late? As Houston is down by almost 20 here. Now we're down by 21 at the end of the fourth quarter. 4.5, and Jakob Poeltl just putting icing on the cake there. 23-point lead for Toronto here in the fourth quarter. I'm just not sure Houston has enough in the tank here. Emmanuel quickly over to R.J. Barrett. Down to Scotty Barnes. He's already got over 50. He's looking for 60 at this point. And it's just too much. This Toronto team was just way too good, especially in the second half. The third quarter was a calling card for them. And the fourth quarter, they just continued to explode. Our defense just couldn't do anything against their offensive firepower, especially with Scotty having such a great game. Reed Sheppard driving in here with the right hand, gets it to finish. 26 points for Reed Sheppard. Another great game for the young point guard out of the University of Kentucky. Ochai Agbaji driving in on Tari Eason. It's basically the end of the game. It's garbage time at this point. John Conchar, who actually came over in a trade from the Memphis Grizzlies, actually. They traded Kelly Olynyk to the Memphis Grizzlies, which will actually go over some trades that happened next episode, in episode number 8. For the end of December recap, that's something that we're going to go over, as we're going to go over our possible trade that I've been thinking about since mid-December. 134 to 119 is going to be the end of the game score. Toronto had an outstanding game against our Houston team. We just couldn't offensively or defensively match their firepower. As you see here, we shot 51% from the field. Not bad. 3-point was horrible. We only put up 7, though, so really a 2-to-7 ratio. Not bad. But this was our best free throw percentage from the line, actually, today. We shot almost 81%, 21 to 26. Reed Sheppard had a great fourth quarter, but unfortunately he did turn the ball over twice. Reed Sheppard led the way with 26 and 5. He had 3 turnovers. Jalen Green with 23 off the bench in 23 minutes. I mean, outstanding play for him. He was 11 to 12 from the free throw line as well. Of course, like I said, we did lose Steven Adams in this game. I'm going to show you guys what his injury is. We're also going to see at the end of the episode how long he's going to be out for. But definitely Toronto had an outstanding game. I'm still impressed with this Houston team. We did try to hang with them. That third and fourth quarter, though, that second half just destroyed us. We had a coming out party in the second where we were able to take the lead. Toronto did tie the game back up at the end of the second quarter. But it's just their firepower offensively, defensively, they were very sound in the second half. And Houston just couldn't get over that hump with this Toronto team. Definitely playing their best basketball against us. We could have I think we should have played better. But it is what it is. We played our best. We played our hearts out. You can't win them all. You can't lose them all. But you can't always win them all. And this was definitely a game that I was excited to see if we could actually pull out the win. Let us simulate through Steven Adams, of course, strained his left hip. He's going to be out 46 weeks. So Jock Landale is going to be into the rotation more so, especially without Alfred Sengun. Going to have to take a break at times. But guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in episode number 8 as we go over the December recap. Later.